I'm Reed Nevins. I am the Mississippi State University Extension 4-H Shooting Sports Coordinator, and today we'll be discussing the archery discipline with the 4-H Shooting Sports program. And with me today I have Mr. Trey Bullock and Mr. Randall Nevins. They are Level 2 archery instructors, and I'm going to turn it over to them now.
I'm Trey Bullock. I'm a Level 2 instructor, and I'm here with Randall Nevins, who is also a Level 2 instructor. We're just going to jump right in and go into some of the safety equipment that's required with the archery discipline. One thing that you will need is an arm guard. Here's various examples of arm guards. If you're using fingers to shoot, you'll either need a glove or finger tab. Here's just two examples. It's not really safety equipment, but with two of the disciplines, with the standard compound and the unlimited, you're allowed to use a release aid, and these are just some releases. One thing as far as safety equipment, you need to use wear closed-toed shoes. You can't wear sandals, flip-flops, Crocs, such as that. When you come to the range, always make sure that your equipment is in a case. Do not remove it from the case until given direction by your range officer. Your arrows also need to be encased. You need to use either a hip or a ground quiver. You can't use a quiver attached to the bow like you would for hunting, or a back quiver. It has to be a hip or a ground quiver.
Now, when you're using the ground quiver, you can keep your arrows in here, and that way you set it by you when you're shooting on the line.
All right.
All right, some different classifications that we'll talk about for archers for our district shoot is junior level 1, ages 8 and 9, junior level 2, ages 10 and 11, junior 3, ages 12 and 13, senior 1, 14 to 15, and senior 2, 16 to 18. And those different classifications are broken up in 5 areas: bare bow equipment, recurve, standard compound, compound bare bow, and unlimited. And we're going to talk real quick about those different classifications. And remember that all classifications we shoot either 18 meters or 9 meters at the district competition.
All right.
All right, so for bare bow, this will be a bare recurve. It'll be a standard equipment. It's just one piece, and you got a recurve that you can use there under that classification. This is a recurve classification, which can be added sights to it, but you shoot this one. It's a breakdown 3-piece, but it is a recurve, and it falls in that classification as well.
Okay, another classification is the compound bare bow. It doesn't have sights. It's shot with fingers, and this is typically the bow that they shoot in schools.
And the arrow's kind of pretty much recommended for that. It's going to be aluminum style arrow for that genesis, because I think it's what it's designed for. But you can shoot the carbon arrows with it too, and these be the arrows of choice for that particular bow.
Okay. The standard compound is what is typically like your hunting setup. It has pin sights, it has a rest, you can use a release aid on it, and you can have a stabilizer out to 12 inches. It has to be under 12 inches. The other classification of compound will be compound unlimited. It can have adjustable sights, it can have magnification, and it can have a stabilizer that exceeds 12 inches.
That's right, making sure, and on the compound too, you can have a release that you can use with a D-loop set up, and that makes it a whole lot more comfortable too about shooting. Some other things that we can talk about is some targets. We got the 40 centimeter for district competition. These will be placed on a bag target, is a 40 centimeter target, and that will be what the unlimited and the seniors,
the standard compound
will be shooting, is that 40 centimeter target. Now, the bigger target, what you see right here, is a 60 centimeter target, and that one right there will be for juniors and senior that are shooting, I guess, without the
sights.
The sights, yeah.
But recurve, you would have sights, but you would use this target.
Yep.
One thing to remember, the maximum draw weight on any of the bows is 60 pounds. If you're a junior and your bow is over 35 pounds, then you will be required to shoot the 18 meters.
Okay, remember when you're on the range, the best way to keep all your equipment together is in a box. Have a range box or something you can keep all this gear in. That way you've got tools and things to work with If something happens, you've got that tool. You got an Allen wrench set, and you've got some other things you can fix your bow. You can put a knock back on if you need to, if a knock flies off. So you can fix an arrow, glue a fletching back on an arrow if you need to do that. But keep that in a gearbox and have that on the range with you.
Okay, when we come to the range, do not approach the line until given the command by the range officer. We'll be using whistle commands to progress through our event. So 2 whistle blasts would be come to the line and you would straddle the line. Do not take an arrow out of your quiver until given the command by the range officer, and that will be done by 1 whistle blast. After, we will be shooting 4 ends of 5 arrows, and we will drop the lowest score of the 4 ends. So the maximum score would be 150. After you've shot your end, you would remove yourself from the line, behind the safety line, place your arrow, your bow on the rack or on your case, and wait for the command to go down and score and pull your arrows. This will be done by 3 whistle blasts.
Anybody can call ceasefire, and that is multiple whistle blasts.
That's multiple whistle blasts.
So whether it's a parent sees something unsafe, or if it's a range officer sees something unsafe, multiple whistle blasts means put your arrow back in the quiver and see what's going on. Hold your bow in a safe area.
If you drop an arrow, do not reach over and pick it up. Wait till all your arrows have been shot and raise your hand and get the attention of the range officer. He will then tell you when it's safe to pick your arrow up that's off the ground.
And always follow the range officer's commands, the whistle commands, all the things that he's telling you to do, he or she's telling you to do, because that's very important to keep everything safe and keep everybody safe on the line, while you're at district competition. Now, some recognition levels that we'll get awards for is going to be the qualifier with minimum score of 60, a bowman with minimum score of 90, and archer with a minimum score of 105. So we look forward to giving those awards out at district competition each year. So we want to see everybody do real well this year. So get that practice in. You got to have 8 hours in whether it's recurve, if you're shooting recurve, or if you're shooting compound. You got to get those 8 hours in and make sure you're getting that practice in your county level, and attend these county level competitions as well, because that's where you're going to get some more practice and actually see an event and be at an event, and there'll be awards and recognition there as well.
And in conclusion, make sure you read your rule book. Be familiar with the discipline that you're going to be participating in. The rules change from year to year, so just if you shot last year, reread it, make yourself familiar with the event that you're going to participate in.
The rule book is there for you to read that section. If you got questions, call your county office, get with your 4-H agent in your county, or you can call myself or Trey, and we'll be glad to answer any questions you might have. We'll see you at the district competition.
Just like Trey alluded to a second ago, remember to read your rule book, because it changes from year to year. You can find this on our extension website under 4-H, and you can also have your county extension agent or 4-H agent order a copy, a handheld copy for you to look over. But be familiar with that, because rules do change from year to year. But remember, this program is about youth education. It's not so much about the competition end of it, but our main goal is to train champion youth, not champion shooters.